Hello, am I audible? Please check. Hello, am I audible? Please check. Okay, so very good evening to all of you. Good evening. So today I am going to start the subject process calculation. Already I told you about the introduction class. Now, what is the most important thing about the process calculation is you have to not remember anything. You have to only understand the concept. And once you understand the concept, then the rest thing will be very easy. Okay. Here only, Kritika Datta. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. You can ask here only, in between the class. Okay. The first chapter I am going to start here is unit and dimension. Is unit and dimensions. Yes, in Telegram. Yeah, you have to type here on your mobile. Good evening. So the chapter we are going to start here is unit and dimension. So what is the meaning of unit? First of all, you must know कि a measured or counted quantity, any quantity which you can measure or which we can count it, has a numerical value and a unit. Two things is there. Means if you have any measured quantity or any counted quantity that has a numerical value and a unit. Okay. And it is very useful in the most of the engineering calculations. For example, if I'm saying your height is 5, so there is no any meaning of saying only 5 until we are not describing the unit along with the numerical value. So as far as any measured or any counted quantity is concerned, that has a number and a unit. Okay. For example, if you are saying here 2 meter 5 second 4.5 kilogram, ठीक है. So they are, you have seen, so along with the number there is also some one term is there that is called as units. Here unit is meter, here unit is second, here unit is the kg. Is this clear? And if it is unit, then what is dimension? Dimension is a property that can be measured, such as dimension which can be measured is called as dimension, or any property which can be measured is called as dimension. Okay, is this clear? So dimension is a property which can be measured, such as length, time, mass, temperature, or it can be calculated by multiplying or dividing the other dimensions, such as for example length per unit time. So first of all, the basic definition of the dimension is the dimension is a property that can be measured dimension is a property that can be measured, such as length. For example, you can measure the length, you can measure the time, you can measure the mass, you can measure temperature. So length we can measure, time we can measure, mass we can measure, temperature we can measure, है ना? And along with this, dimension is also a property which can be calculated by dividing or multiplying other dimensions. For example, let's say here the two dimension length and time is there. If you are going to divide these two dimensions, call as length per unit time, है ना? This is another dimension. Clear? Mass per unit time, mass per unit time, this is another dimensions. Okay. Volume is also dimension because we can measure, but this volume I can calculate by the multiplying the length cube. Yes or no? Please tell me. Area we can also measure. क्लियर है? यस नो? And for any particular dimension there may be various units. For example, length, if you know the length is a dimension, and length may have more than, for any particular dimension there may be more than one units. For example, length की unit क्या होती है? This may be kilometer, this may be a meter, this may be centimeter, this may be millimeter, nanometer, etc. Similarly, temperature may have various units like Celsius, like Kelvin, like Fahrenheit, Rankine, Reaumur scale. Different units are there. Yes or no? So mass may be measured in terms of kilogram, gram, milligram. They are the units. Time may be second, maybe in hour, maybe in the minutes, maybe in day. So this is what I'm saying here. The dimension is a property that can be measured, such as length, time, mass, temperature, or sometimes dimension may be also obtained by the dividing or multiplication of more than one dimensions, like here length per unit time, mass per unit time, volume, area, etc. So only it's very simple thing. So I think you should only write the points that I am going to describe here. Is there any problem? And the second most important point is that the numerical value, listen carefully, the numerical values of two quantities may be added or subtracted only if their units are same. If you are going to add or subtract any two quantities, their units must be same. Without having same unit, you can't add or subtract the two quantities. For example, if I'm saying here length is 2 meter and length is 2 meter and other is 2.5 centimeter. Another object have length is 2.5 centimeter. What is difference in these two length? Can you directly subtract these two quantities, 2 and 2.5? if I'm asking you what is the difference in these two quantities, can you directly subtract? No. Reason is that because we can only subtract if their units are equal. Similarly, we can add only at algebraic sum is only possible when their units are equal. Otherwise, you can't add or subtract. So only numerical values cannot be add or subtract until unless their units are not same. Okay, so what the point that to be noted here, the numerical values of two quantities may be added or subtracted only if the units are same. Is this clear, Kritika? For example, 3 centimeter, 2 centimeter minus 1 centimeter, that can be subtract, and that is actually 1 centimeter, but 3 centimeter, or you can say, but 2 centimeter minus 1 millimeter, that we can't write, not possible, because the units are not same. On the other hand, although it's very basic, the numerical values and their corresponding units, numerical values and their corresponding units may always be combined by multiplication or division. How it is possible? For example, if I'm saying a force applied on any object is of 3 Newton and it moves a distance of 4 meter, then how much work has been done? Can you tell me? 3 Newton is the force and this is the displacement of 4 meter. So you know work is force into displacement. So this is 3 into 4, this is 12, and this will be also multiplied. Newton into meter, this is called as Newton meter. Am I right? So you have seen the numerical values and their corresponding units. Numerical values and their corresponding units may always be combined by multiplication or division. But these two quantities cannot be subtracted or added because their units are not same. But they can be multiplied. They can be divided. Another is, for example, let's say a distance of 5 kilometer has been traveled in 2 hours. Then what is the speed? A train, or you can say any vehicle, has covered the distance of 5 kilometer in 2 hours, let's say. Then what is the speed of this? The speed you can calculate by 2.5 kilometer per hour. Yes or no? Here you can see these units are all different, but they can be combined by the multiplication and division only. I think it's clear. Himanshu? Now the next, this is the basic thing I told you. If you want to add any two quantities or subtract two quantities, the unit must be same. Without having same unit, you can't add or subtract. Now the next is conversion of units. Conversion of units. It means if you want to convert a quantity expressed in terms of one unit to its equivalent quantity in the terms of other units, we have to multiply the given quantity by the conversion factor. For example, let's say if I want to convert 1 kilometer into meter, because kilometer is the unit of distance, and meter is another two units, let's say I have of distance. One is kilometer and other, let's say it is meter. Now the question is 1 kilometer is of how much meter? So, everyone know it's 1000, yes or no? So what actually I did means kilometer and meter both are the units of distance, but if I want to convert the one unit, if I want to convert a particular quantity in one unit to the equivalent quantity into the another unit, then obviously we have to use the conversion factors. So here 1000 is a conversion factor. 1000 is the conversion factor if you want to convert the kilometer into meter. Okay, this is what called conversion factor. Mr. Abhishek Joshi, as you are asking, sir, can we multiply kilometer and centimeter? Actually, listen, that's very good question. Kilometer and centimeter, actually, here Newton and meter, that I have multiplied, like meter into meter I can multiply, because there is significance is there. It's meter square and there is a unit of area. If you multiply the kilometer into meter, you will not get any dimension. Is it? Have you ever seen kilometer into meter or centimeter, or you can say its unit of, is this unit of any particular dimension? There should be a prescribed dimensions, because we are writing the units of a particular dimension. For example, if I am writing the volume, the volume is meter cube. Are you getting, Mr. Abhishek? Sir, multiplication is possible for what? I told you now, multiplication is possible for the particular dimension, for the given dimension. That's what I'm saying. I am saying for this length into meter, this is the work unit, unit of work. They are derived quantities. The two quantities are there. One is called fundamental quantities, the other is derived quantities. Fundamental quantities are just like length, time, temperature. They are the fundamental quantities. and derived which are derived from the multiplication or division of the fundamental quantities. For example, I'm saying mass per unit volume or volume. Okay, this clear? We can multiply or divide only to convert into other known quantities, sir. Yeah, obviously. Okay, now as you know, what is system of units? Is this clear, Iti? Now here I am going to discuss systems of units. Systems of unit means we have first I am going to discuss here SI system and CGS system. CGS. What is SI? System International, and CGS means centimeter gram second system. I will also discuss MK system also. So here SI system and CGS system. So first of all, we must know what are the 7 fundamental quantities. Can you tell me? Length, mass, moles, time, temperature, current, and intensity. They are the 7 fundamental quantities. Yes or no? So please write for the 2 units are there. One is called as base unit and another is called derived units. So first of all, you must know a system of unit has the following components. A system of units have following components. First is called as base unit or fundamental units. Base units. And in the base units for what? Mass. Base units for mass and length. They are the fundamental quantities. है ना? तो mass, length, time, temperature, electric current, and light intensity. Okay. Now second is called as derived units. What do you know by derived units? Derived units obtained in one of the 2 ways. This is what mole. Yeah, you can also write the moles here. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Now although we can interchange the mass into mole, but we should write here. Okay, now what is derived quantities? This is obtained in one of two ways. Yes, you can write here amount of substance, this is mole. In two ways. The first, by multiplying and dividing the base or multiple units. By multiplying and dividing base units. And the second, as define equivalents of compound units. And listen, by multiplying and dividing by the base units, and these types of these are called as compound units. Compound units means when we are getting any dimensions by multiplying and divide, then their units is called as compound units. And second, as defined equivalents of compound units. Equivalent of compound units. What does it mean? I'm going to discuss here. So first, what is the compound unit? Compound unit with that we can obtain by multiplication and division of the base units. For example, here example is feet per minute. Feet is the unit of length, minute is the time of unit of time. We have divided and that we got the derived units. Okay. Second is kg into meter per second square, centimeter square, etc. Clear? And what is example of this? Example is define equivalents of compound units. For example, do you know what is the meaning of erg? Erg is the unit of what? Anyone? Energy. Very good. Then you can write it is equal to what? In CJ system, it's equal to 1 gram into centimeter per second square, and this is called as erg. Similarly, joule, 1 joule. This is what 1 kilogram into meter per second square. This is called as joule. Praveen, sir, the base units you have given is for mass or in general? Means I'm not getting your question. Mass or in general means? Base unit is mass, length, time, temperature, electric current, intensity, amount. So they are called as derived unit. Is this clear? So you can obtain the derived units by multiplying or division, or you can say just like erg, joule, and etc. Sir, what is the 7 fundamental quantities? Yeah, base means fundamental units. Yeah. Mr. Praveen, what are the 7 fundamental quantities? Santosh Sahu. And what is a Newton? Santosh Sahu, can you tell me 1 Newton is equivalent to what? Yes, that there's, yeah, this will be meter square obviously. This is my mistake. Actually that should I write here Newton kg into meter per second square. Now it's clear, Santosh Sahu? That was typing mistake. Okay, now so this is the basic things that I told you. So what is the unit of length in SI system? Can you tell me? So please write here in first. Here I am writing here fundamental units or base units, you can say fundamental units. Here quantities or quantity, you can write simple, unit, and symbol is also very important. The first I'm going to write here length, and the unit of length is meter in SI system, meter in SI system. And what is the unit of length in CJ system? Can you tell me? It's centimeter in CGS system. Clear? And the symbol is here meter and here centimeter. Now it's clear. It's all about the length. Now second is mass, and in India we are dealing with the SI system. Mass, it's kilogram in SI system and gram in CG system. And here notation is small k g, and this is what g. Now next is moles. As far as mole is concerned, this is called as gram mole in, and gram mole will be in both SI and CG system. That's why I will not write separately. Gram mole is the unit of mole in SI as well as in the CG system. Is this clear? And how I can designate this symbol is either you can simply say mole, or sometimes you can also say gram mole, g mole. Clear? So mole or gram mole, both are same. Clear? Now as far as time is concerned, time is here second also in both CGS and SI system, and this is small s. Temperature, unit is Kelvin, and here in same capital K should be there. Electric current, this would be ampere, and notation is capital A in both systems. Light intensity, candela. This is what called as candela, and this is what small c small d. Clear? Clear? Now come to the derived units. They are the fundamental units in the SI and CGS. Although we have to mainly focus on the SI system, and as far as MK system is concerned, in MK system also the length of unit is same as SI. Length of unit of length is SI. Unit of length is meter, unit of mass is kilogram, and unit of mole is kilomole. Here, not kilomole. What should be there? Kilomole or mole? Anyone? What should be unit of mole in the MK system? I told you mole or gram mole, both are same. Yes. It's mole only. So it's also for the SI system, means equivalent to MK system. Okay. Very good. Now come to the derived units. Derived units. Here I am going to write quantity, unit, and symbol. Okay, and here one more column I'm going to write here, equivalent in terms of base unit. Equivalent in terms of base unit of fundamental units. Now the first I'm going to write a volume. Please tell me, anyone? Everyone. First quantity I'm going to write here, derived unit is volume. So what is unit of volume? Please tell me. Volume. Okay, and liter, let's say I'm going to write here liter. Symbol is capital L. Now my question is that 1 liter is correspond to what amount in terms of base unit? Base unit is obviously meter cube, but if derived unit में वॉल्यूम दिया हुआ लीटर में, then how can I convert into the meter cube? Because base unit तो meter cube होगा. This will be 10 power minus 3. Am I right? Plus 3 or minus 3? Anyone? In 1 liter, listen, देखो कितनी मिस्टेक्स कर रहे हो आप लोग, खुद सोचो. Clear? This will be -3. Now next is force. Let's say force I'm going to take Newton in SI system, and in CS system is dyne in CGS system. So can you tell me here, it's called as capital N for this Newton, and 1 Newton correspond to what? I just want to convert into the base units. 1 Newton, its unit of force. Force is mass into acceleration, and in the base unit I should write here 1 Newton is equal to 1 kg of mass, means amount of force required to displace 1 kg of mass with the acceleration of 1 meter per second square. Clear? And 1 dyne equal to in CG system, this would be 1 gram centimeter per second square. So Newton and dyne both are the unit of force, one in MK system or SI system or MK system, and another is in the CG system. Is this clear? Now the pressure. Pressure here Pascal in SI system. In SI system the unit of pressure is Pascal, and notation is PA, and 1 Pascal is equal to what? 1 Pascal is equal to 1 Newton per meter square. Do you know force should be Newton and area should be meter square? So you can say in MK system or in SI system the unit of pressure is Pascal, and Pascal is correspond to 1 Newton per meter square. Clear? Abhishek Joshi. Next is energy or work. Energy or work. Here I have a joule in SI system, and I have erg in CJ system. ATM is also the unit, but it is not in the base unit. I just want to convert into base unit. Clear? I will discuss different units of the pressure also, but here in terms of fundamental units I am going to convert here. This is the Pascal is the unit of pressure in SI system, not in ATM is not the unit of pressure in the SI system. Clear, Salja? Here erg is the unit of energy or work in CGS system, and joule can be written as a small j, and here you can see 1 Newton into meter is equal to 1 joule. Joule means 1 Newton meter, and Newton, you know, 1 kg meter square per second square, as already someone has told me. Weight of sake. Similarly, if you replace the unit of force Newton with the dyne in CJ system, it will dyne into centimeter, and that is called as erg. Means force should be in the CGS, and you know the force की यूनिट क्या होती है CGS में dyne होती है, ठीक है, and dyne correspond to 1 into gram into centimeter square per second square. And also the unit is here gram calorie, or sometimes only calorie. Unit is CAL. You know 1 calorie equal to 4.184 joule. Now come to the obstacle. Sir, SI unit is Pascal, so why generally we use kg per centimeter square? Actually kg per centimeter square that's all about your the kg. Actually, can you say ki kg per centimeter square can be unit of pressure? No, it should be actually kg force, because you know the unit of pressure is force upon area. Am I right? I will discuss it here. Mr. Abhishek, listen carefully what I'm saying to you. Uh, Actually, in the industry, we are saying kg per centimeter square, but kg cannot be the unit of force. है ना? And mass, as you are saying here, kg per centimeter square, है ना? तो kg is the unit of mass, and mass per unit area can never be pressure. Am I right? Mass per unit area is mass flux. It can never be a pressure. It should be kg force. kgf. Here f should be in suffix. I will discuss it. है ना? kg force. And what is the relationship between the kg force and Newton? This is about the conversion. I will discuss conversion factor. So you should never say कि it should be kg per centimeter square. It should be always kg force per centimeter square. Kg force is the unit of force and centimeter square is the unit of area. Is this clear, Abhishek? Mohit, already I convert the Newton into base unit here. Kg into meter per second square. Mr. Abhishek, Mr. Mohit. Clear? In pressure, I already told you this is the Pascal. That you can also write, sir, ki 1 Pascal and Newton is already, I told you. You can also write, no issue. This should be kg into meter per second square upon meter square. 1 cancel out. This should be kg into meter per second square. But what I'm saying to you, ki they are equivalent, na? 1 Newton is equivalent to, in terms of base unit, kg per meter per second square. They are 1 and 1. There is no any other factor is there. Means 1 Newton is equal to 1 kg into meter per second square. That's why always we should write kg into meter per second square as a 1 Newton. Clear? Now listen, some factors I'm going to write here, please. It's very important. Factors for unit conversion. Only this chart is important. Factor for unit conversion. First of all, you must know, I'm going to write for the mass. Are you ready, guys? For the mass, I'm going to write the conversion factors. And the only factor I will discuss which are important for you. In 1 kg, 10 power 3 gram. Is this clear? In 1 lb mass, lbm, m in suffix, it indicates you mass. Lb means pound. 1 pound mass is equal to how much kg? 0.4536 kg. Clear? In 1 quintal, how much kg? 100 kg. In 1 ton, how much quintal? 10 quintal. Am I right? So if in 1 ton 10 quintal, then how much kg is there? Can you tell me? 1 ton is equal to 10 quintal. Then how much kg is there in 1 ton? Simple conversion is there. Clear? So this is enough for the mass. Is there anything that should be remember? 1 kg 1000 gram, everyone know. In 1 lb mass there is 0.4536 kg. Although ounce is also there, but we should not go for that. What about metric ton? Although that's enough for the mass. Come to the length. The only the point that to remember is 1 lb mass equal to 0.4536 kg. Come to the length. You know 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter. 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. In 1 meter, how much millimeter? Anyone? One 1000 millimeter. In 1 centimeter, how much millimeter? Anyone? If any, suppose I'm saying ki length of any object is 10 centimeter, then how much millimeter is there? Yes, very good. 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeter. Very good. Clear? In 1 microns, how much meter? 10 power minus 6 meter. You know very well. Acha, come to the another. 1 feet is equal to 12 inch. ये दाना very simple. ये तो simple हो गया. In 1 feet how much inch? 12 inch. आपने स्केल देखा होगा, स्केल में 12 इंच होते हैं. And every 1 inch is equal to 2.54 centimeter. Clear? In 1 feet 12 inch, in 1 inch 2.54 centimeter, and rest you can convert centimeter into millimeter and all. Clear? 1 फीट में 12 इंच और 1 इंच में 2.5 सेंटीमीटर. तो हाउ मच सेंटीमीटर इज देयर इन 1 फीट? वेरी फ्रीक्वेंटली आस्क्ड क्वेश्चन इज कन्वर्जन ऑफ फीट इनटू सेंटीमीटर. तो 1 फीट में 12 इंच, 1 इंच में 2.5 सेंटीमीटर, 2.54 सेंटीमीटर अप्रॉक्स. देन इन 1 फीट हाउ मच सेंटीमीटर इज देयर? आई थिंक इट्स 30.48. प्लीज चेक. एम आई राइट? And how much meter is there? How much meter is there? Point, because centimeter को चलना मीटर में तो डिवाइड कर लो. 0.3048 मिलीमीटर. Is there anything that should be remember? बताओ. That's enough for the length. Come to the volume. Come to the volume. In 1 liter, it's 10 power minus 3 meter cube, or you can say in 1 meter cube there is a 1000 liter. Already I told you, yes or no? बोलो क्लियर. प्रियांशु, प्रत्युषा. 1 liter 10 minus 3 meter cube, 1 meter cube 1000 liter, vice versa. Okay, in 1 milliliter how much liter is there? Anyone? In 1 ml how much liter is there? Anyone can give the answer? Yes, it's 10 power minus 3. ठीक है. अच्छा, if I'm asking कि in 1 feet cube how much inch cube, how can you convert this? In 1 feet cube how much inch cube? तो as I know कि 1 feet is equal to 12 inch है ना. तो since cube is there, तो we should multiply this 12 into 12 into 12 3 times. Yes or no? So it's 12 cube into inch cube. Very good, excellent. Since 1 feet cube, as I know कि 1 feet equal to 12 inch, so since it's cube here, then we should have a cube of 12 and I get into inch cube. So this is enough for the volume. If I'm asking you in 1 milliliter how much meter cube is there, how can you solve? Simple question is there. In 1 ml how much meter cube is there? So first of all I know कि 1 ml is equal to 10 power minus 3 liter. Am I right? This I know. And also I know कि 1 liter is equal to 10 power minus 3 meter cube. So listen, what the basic thing is that if you want to convert here 1 ml, here you should write 1 ml. Clear? 1 ml. Listen, what the step is there? Same step you should follow in the complex. Although it's simple, but in 1 ml. So first of all, what do you know about the relationship between ml and liter? As let's say we don't know any that relationship between ml and meter cube, but I know our relationship between ml and liter. You know कि 1 milliliter is equal to 10 power minus 3 liter. Am I right? Yes or no? This ml will cancel out. Second, I know our relationship between the liter and meter cube. Since in 1 liter there is a 10 power minus 3 meter cube. Am I right? This L cancel. And if you check my dear student, this is what 10 power minus 6 meter cube. Clear? Yes or no? Shilpa, Himanshu, Priti. Yeah, listen, what I'm saying to you. Suppose I have to find out in 1 milliliter how much centimeter cube. Another question. Huh? How much centimeter cube is there? First of all, we must know what relationship we know about the milliliter. तो one very simple step is there. देखो क्या करना है, एक ऐसा कॉलम बनाओ, यहाँ लिखो 1 ml ऊपर में, जो आपको लिखना है, जिसको कन्वर्ट करना है ना। अच्छा, अब नाउ प्लीज टेल मी कि व्हाट द रिलेशनशिप यू नो, कि भाई ml को पहले हम लीटर में चेंज कर लें इन आवर नोन डेटास। तो इन 1 मिलीलीटर हाउ मच लीटर इज देयर दैट वी नो। भाई मुझे पता है 1 ml में 10⁻³ लीटर होता है ना। तो वट एवर द रिलेशनशिप यू नो, ml को हमेशा नीचे रखना। तो 1 ml इज इक्वल टू 10⁻³ लीटर, सॉरी 1 ml इक्वल टू 10⁻³ लीटर। एम आई राइट, यस नो, बोलो। और ml को नीचे रखने का मतलब क्या है, ये ml से ये ml कैंसिल, इट मीन्स दिस इंडिकेट्स यू कि 1 ml इज इक्वल टू 10⁻³ लीटर। अच्छा, अब हमें क्या करना है, लीटर को चेंज करना है किस में, सेंटीमीटर क्यूब में। बट आई नो कि 1 लीटर इक्वल टू 10⁻³ मीटर क्यूब होता है। तो चलो अब फिर मैं लिखता हूँ, लीटर चूंकि ऊपर है तो यहाँ पे नीचे करूँगा, 1 लीटर इज इक्वल टू 10⁻³ मीटर क्यूब। इज दिस क्लियर? ये L से ये L कैंसिल, ओके, गॉट इट। और हमें मीटर को सेंटीमीटर क्यूब में चेंज करना है। तो यू नो इन 1 मीटर हाउ मच सेंटीमीटर, प्लीज टेल मी। 100। तो इन 1 मीटर क्यूब हाउ मच शुड बी सेंटीमीटर क्यूब, 10⁶, यस नो। तो 1 मीटर क्यूब में 10⁶ सेंटीमीटर क्यूब होगा या नहीं होगा, प्लीज टेल मी। तो ये मीटर क्यूब से ये मीटर क्यूब कैंसिल, अल्टीमेटली क्या बचा, सेंटीमीटर क्यूब। तो इफ यू सॉल्व ऑल द 10⁻³ हेयर इंटू 10⁻³ हेयर इंटू 10⁶ इज हेयर, and if you solve it's 10⁻³ centimeter cube, means 1 milliliter is equal to 1000 centimeter cube. Am I right, yes or no? And this is the very simple steps. Mohit, should I explain again? Sorry, I'm sorry for that. It's 1, yeah. वन ही तो आ गया, अल्टीमेटली वन ही आ गया, वो तो मेरी मिस्टेक्स है, ठीक है, क्लियर। ओके, नाउ I just want to discuss here what the step is there. For example, if I am going to say you, please convert (24) 240 day into minutes or into second, ठीक है। तो what should I do? Listen, simple, 240 day I have written here, and in 1 day how much hours is there that we know. 1 day is equal to how much hour, 24 hours. Day cancel. In 1 hour how much second, how much minute is there, let's say 60 minute, hour से hour cancel. In 1 minute how much second is there, 60 second, cancel. ultimately what I got here, 240 into 24 into 60 into 60. Although you can say, sir, why you are going to write this steps? Actually it's simple for the simple calculation, but this step is very beneficial for the complex questions. Clear? Mohit, clear? So this is what I've told you about the volume. Now come to the force. जितने कन्वर्जन बता रहा हूँ फैक्टर्स उसको ध्यान रखना. Force. As far as force is concerned, what is a force? Before force, I would like to discuss the pressure. Oh, okay, force only. Force. Yeah. Actually, as far as force F is concerned, it's simply mass into acceleration. Yes or no? It's m into a, and as far as unit of m is concerned, in if I'm talking about in mk system, in SI system, the mass is kg and acceleration is meter per second square, and that's what is called as 1 Newton. Am I right? So always you should say the unit of force is Newton in SI system. ठीक है? तो always you should keep in mind कि Newton is the unit of force in SI system or in MKS system. Okay? In MKS or SI system. What is the unit of force in CGS system? As far as CGS system is concerned, in CGS system, again the force equal to mass into acceleration. Then unit of force mass should be what? So how can define the 1 Newton? Now here you can go for definition. 1 Newton is the amount of force required. How can define the 1 Newton? 1 Newton is defined as the amount of force required to develop acceleration of 1 meter per second square into 1 kg of the mass. Yes or no? In 1 kg of the mass, if we are able to develop the acceleration equal to 1 meter per second square, the whatever amount of force is required is called as 1 Newton. Clear? So 1 Newton is the amount of force required for the 1 kg of mass to be accelerate with 1 meter per second square. Clear? Now come to in CGS system. In CGS system the mass को हम लिखेंगे किसमें? It should be in the gram, and this should be acceleration in CGS system should be centimeter per second square, and gram into centimeter per second square is called as dyne. Clear? Clear? Yes or no? So dyne is a unit of force in which system? CGS system. How can define the dyne? Dyne is the amount of force required to for required to develop the acceleration of 1 centimeter per second square in the unit gram of substance. Unit gram. Okay. Okay. Can you tell me in 1 Newton how much dyne is there? Anyone, please? In 1 Newton how much dyne is there? What is the relationship between the Newton and dyne? That's very important. By Newton, not -5, it should be +5. Newton is the unit of force in MK system and dyne is the unit of force in the CJ system. And how you got? It's too simple. देखो कैसे मैं चेंज करता हूँ. अभी देखो यहाँ आ जाओ. Go for the basics. 1 Newton means it's kg into meter per second square. Am I right? Kg meter per second square. Have I written here? What should I do? I should convert the dyne. This is the Newton now, and I have to convert dyne. Dyne means in CJ system, kg should be gram and meter should be in centimeter. So you know, in 1 kg, how much gram is there? 10^3 gram. Am I right? Kg cancel. Another is in 1 meter, you know, 10^2 centimeter. Meter cancel. If you check what I got here, centimeter gram into 10^5, it is gram into centimeter upon second square. And what is this called as? What is this? Anyone? Once again listen. Newton, it means 1. Newton means kg into meter per second square. Denominator में जो है उसके नीचे लिख दिया मैंने. And no need to convert second. Only I have to convert the kg into gram and meter into centimeter. So in 1 kg 10^3 gram. Kg cancel. In 1 meter 10^2 centimeter. Meter cancel. I got this here. And this is what dyne. It means 1 Newton equal to 10^5 dyne. Clear? So can you say in simple कि 1 Newton equal to 1 kg into meter per second square? Is equal to 10^5 dyne is equal to 10^5 into gram centimeter per second square. Is this correct? Yes or no? Clear? Now another thing you should remember here, another unit of force is pound force. Pound force is the unit of force in FPS system, foot pound second, है ना? Listen, 1 lbf. lbf is the pound force. lbm I have written, याद है? In the mass, if you recall, 1 lbm is equal to how much kg? Anyone? 1 lb मास में कितना kg होता है? In 1 pound mass, how much kg? That was approximately, the simple thing to remember is approximately half kg, but exactly is 0.4536, 0.4536 kg. But that was mass, lb mass, and here I am talking about lbf. F stand for force. In 1 lb force there is around 4.448 Newton. That you must remember, very important. In 1 lb force is equal to 4.448 Newton. And how you will got get this, I will discuss it in more detail way. Praveen. Now, what is the beauty about the force? Just wait. A very interesting thing I am going to discuss here, my dear student. Now, how can I define the 1 Newton? Actually, 1 Newton, listen, 1 Newton is defined as the product of 1 Newton is defined as the product of 1 kg, and it's a product of unit mass of 1 kg and the acceleration of gravity at the sea level. What force to develop? Force to develop the acceleration of unit meter per second square in the unit mass. It's a product of 1 kg into 1 meter per second square. Yes, very good, Himanshu, excellent. Or you can say 1 Newton is the product of 1 kg of the mass, or you can say it's a product of unit mass of 1 kg and the acceleration of the gravity at the sea level and the 45-degree latitude, which is 1 meter per second square. Or you can say, better is that you should simply say it's simply the product of 1 kg, means amount of force required to create acceleration of 1 meter per second square in the unit mass of substance by 1 kg, है ना. इन 1 kg सब्सटेंस में इतना एक्सलेशन के लिए जितना फोर्स की रिक्वायरमेंट होगी, दैट्स कॉल्ड एज 1 न्यूटन. And this is the Newton is the unit of force in the SI system or in MK system. But in American engineering system, also called as foot pound second system, the pound force lbf is called as pound force. Is defined as product of a unit mass of 1 lb mass, 1 pound. 1 lb mass is 1 pound, defined as the product of unit mass and the acceleration of gravity at sea level. Means here we are going to take the acceleration of gravity, that's important, of gravity at sea level and 45-degree latitude, which is 32.174 feet per second square, because in FPS system the length of unit is foot and time is second. So this is what the acceleration of gravity. So as far as American engineering system is concerned, they define the pound force as in the SI system. The 1 Newton is unit of force and is defined as the product of 1 kg, means the amount of force required to accelerate the 1 kg of mass with the 1 meter per second square. But in American engineering system, they define the pound force as the product of unit mass of 1 pound, and the acceleration should be at the rate of 32.174. It should not be 1. Acceleration is not a unity, it should be 32.174 feet per second square. This is what is called as, means what I'm saying to you, better 1 lb force is equal to 1 lbm into 32.174 feet per second square, yes or no? Or you can say 32.174 lb mass into feet per second square, yes or no? Please tell me. So is this clear? What is the definition of pound force? So here I told you कि when the mass is unity and acceleration is also unity, that's called as Newton. But here LV force is the amount of force required to accelerate the unit pound mass with the acceleration due to 32.174 meter per second feet per second square. This is called as pound force. बोलो क्लियर है या सुनो? It means if you want to convert 1 lv force into lb mass into feet per second square, this is the conversion factor, and that conversion factor is called as GC. GC, have you ever seen? GC is called as conversion factor, and this conversion factor आपने देखा होगा if you have ever opened the foreign writer books, है ना? Basically they are based on the US based books. They always use the term GC, G upon GC. Yes, lbm is the mass in pound. And GC is actually the conversion factor which are used to convert the 1 lv force into lb mass into feet per second square. GC क्या है? GC आपने देखा होगा ना, मैं रिपीट कर रहा हूँ, प्लीज जस्ट वेट फॉर मोमेंट. Now listen, first of all what GC is there, ये तो क्लियर हो गया. LV फोर्स क्या होता है? पाउंड फोर्स इज डिफाइंड एज द प्रोडक्ट ऑफ यूनिट मास इन 1 pound and the acceleration of gravity at the sea level at 45 degree latitude, which is 32.174 feet per second. Why feet? Because it's FPS system. In FPS system, foot pound second, length is feet, time is second and mass in the pound. तो pound कितना? 1 pound. But the gravity जो acceleration जो gravity होगा, that should be actually 32.174 feet per second square. They are defining the LV force in this way. So GC is actually conversion factor. So what is the LBM fit? They are the fundamental units in the FPS system, yes or no? And they are the derived units. So what is the relationship between the fundamental units and derived units? So this is used, they are defined in terms of GC. GC is used to just have a relationship between the fundamental units and derived units. So if you want to convert, for example, if you want to convert 1 LB force into 1 LB force into their fundamental units, base units of FPS, then you should multiply by the GC, yes or no? So the value of GC is 32.174 lbm into feet per second square upon 1 lbf. Means 1 lbf equal to this much value. Sir, they just define the LB force in this way. Means they are just the value of gravity. Value of gravity, listen my dear student, the value of G at the sea level in meter per second square is 9.8. जो हम लिखते हैं 9.8 meter per second square. This is actually the acceleration of the gravity at the sea level at the 45 degree latitude. As you know, for example, listen what I'm saying to you. G is equal to 9.8 meter per second square. If you want to convert into feet, you will get the same. You know, in 1 feet how much meter is there? If you want to convert this into feet, you can check please. Here it's 9.8 meter per second square, and in 1 feet how much meter is there, my dear student? In 1 feet this is 0.3048 meter. So why meter I have taken downside? Because meter is here and there should be meter. So one, if meter is the numerator, this should be in denominator. Let's cancel out. Please solve. Yes. So it's 9.8 upon 0.3048. It's feet per second square. No. GC is only for the force conversion. GC is the term which are used to conversion of the force, pound force, into their base units. Are you getting this, Mohit Chaudhary? No. You can't say this GC is 1000 here. Although 1000 is a conversion factor, but GC is the specific term which are used to convert the pound force into their base units. Base units is what? LB mass into feet per second square. Is this clear? Please solve how much this is the value of G into feet per second square. The same I told you, yes or no? 32.15. Here approximately same. Yeah. Is this clear? So what is GC? GC is the conversion. If anyone asks you what is GC, then you should say कि GC is the conversion factor which are used to convert the 1 lb force, 1 pound force, into their base units. And base unit is what? In the base, in foot pound second. What is the unit of mass? It should be lb mass pound. What is unit of acceleration? This should be feet per second square. So 1 lb force is equal to 32 point, or you can say 32.174 into lb mass into feet per second square. Is this clear? What is the value of GC to convert Newton into their base units? It's 1. Yes or no? Because 1 Newton is equal to 1 kg into meter per second square. So if you want to convert the Newton, it's just force conversion from derived unit into base units. That's simple. GC is the term which are used to convert the derived unit of force into their base units. Derived unit is Newton and the base unit is kg into meter per second square. So here the value of GC is equal to 1. 1 Newton. This is equal to 1 kg into meter per second square upon Newton. This is for the GC. GC is equal to 1. Is this clear? But here, if you want to convert 1 lb force into their base units, then GC is equal to 32.174. Am I right? lb mass into feet per second square lb force. सुधांशु शेखर, इस पे क्या दिक्कत हो रही है? नहीं समझ में आ रहा? बताइए, नहीं समझ में आ रहा तो मैं अलग तरीके से बताऊं. ठीक है, मैं ब्रेक देता हूँ. पहले ये समझ में आया नहीं आया सुधांशु? Yes, I will give you 10-minute break, 15-minute break. अच्छा ठीक है, वो अभी मैं फेस इंटरेक्शन वाला प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व कर दूंगा. बट अभी बताइए, इसमें कोई इशू? ठीक है, वो भी रिजॉल्व हो जाएगा कुछ दिन में. तो प्लीज़ यू कैन हैव अ डिनर, कम एट 8:30. ठीक है, अभी मैं दोबारा समझाऊंगा ब्रेक के बाद. प्लीज़ कम एट 8:30. Okay, now so listen. So again I'm going to discuss here the physical significance of GC. GC is nothing, it's just a conversion factor to convert the derived unit of force into the base units. Okay, GC is a conversion factor is a conversion factor used to convert derived unit of force into its base unit. Okay, or fundamental units. Listen, as I told you कि 1 न्यूटन is also the unit of force in derived system. derived unit, ये derived quantity है, and this is its, if you want to convert into the fundamental units, it's 1 kg into meter per second square. Am I right? So here conversion factor is 1, and first of all we must know what is the conversion factor. My dear student, conversion factor is nothing, just for example 1 meter equal to 100 centimeter. Am I right? So 100 is a conversion factor which is used to convert the meter into centimeter. So the conversion factor is just a यहाँ तो कोई दिक्कत बताओ. Conversion factor is simply the new unit upon old unit. It's called as conversion factor. Okay. So here new unit is 100 na, 100 centimeter and is equal to 1 meter. The new unit is centimeter, old unit is meter. So what the conversion factor is 100. Is this clear? Means 1 meter equal to 100 centimeter. The 100 is the conversion factor. Clear? Similarly, in 1 minute there is 60 second. So what is conversion factor? Anyone? It's 60 second per minute. Yes or no? So similarly, I told you GC is a conversion factor used to convert the derived unit of force into its base unit. So it's derived unit and they are the base unit. Yes or no? In MKS system, in SI system also you can say. So what is the value of GC here? So here GC is equal to 1. Yes or no? 1 kg per meter per second square equal to 1 Newton. Here GC value is 1. But if you are talking about 1 lb force, 1 lb force is equal to, we have seen 32 point, how much is there? 32.174. 174, it's in base unit, it should be lb mass into feet per second square. So what is value of GC here? Here GC equal to conversion factor, its new unit is 32.174 lb mass into feet per second square upon 1 lbf. Yes or no? Are you getting this? This simply means if you want to convert 1 lbf into this unit, you have to multiply with this conversion factor. Kritika, How many of you have ever seen the term GC in any textbooks? Please tell me. Raise your hand. In Maccabe's myth, yes. Now today you are able to know what is the significance of GC here. Now actually listen, they are used they just use F equal to M into G upon GC. Have you ever seen? In this form they written G upon GC. Why they written? They just write because if they want to convert the force into LB force, na? So my question is that let's say if I'm asking a question, how much force is required we just wait. I'm not audible. Am I audible or not? Yeah, great. How much force is required in LB force in LBF, है ना? How much force in LBF is required to accelerate 10 lb mass of substance or at G is equal to, let's say I'm saying 10 feet per second square. Clear? Question clear hai? Everything is in FPS system because in FPS system, foot pound second system, your length should be in the foot, time in second, and the mass is in pound mass. Yes or no? How much force in LB force is required to accelerate 10 LB mass of substance at the G equal to 10 feet per second square at the acceleration of 10 feet per second square? You know the formula is F equal to mg. Hai? If you derive F equal to mg, then my question 10 into lbm, okay, into G is equal to 10 into feet per second square, it is 100 into lbm into feet per second square. My question is this equal to pound force? Is lbm into feet upon second square is equal to 1 pound force or not? Santosh? No, not at all. Sir, 1 lb mass into feet upon second square is not equal to 1 pound force. I told you many times, sir. They are not equal. That's why the conversion factor is required here. The question is, Kritika, how much force in lb force, pound force, how much pound force is required to accelerate the 10 lb mass of substance at the acceleration g is equal to 10 feet per second square. तो सिंपल मेरा फॉर्मूला क्या है, एफ इक्वल टू एम जी. हमने एम रख दिया 10 एल बी मास, जी रख दिया इतना, यूनिट जो फोर्स की आ गई दिस इज व्हाट एल बी मास इंटू फीट अपॉन सेकेंड स्क्वायर. बट आई हैव टू फाइंड आउट फोर्स इन एल बी फोर्स. तो यू मस्ट नो व्हाट इज द रिलेशनशिप बिटवीन एल बी फोर्स एंड एल बी एम फीट पर सेकेंड स्क्वायर. तो आई हैव टू फाइंड आउट द फोर्स इंटू व्हाट एल बी फोर्स. सिंस 1 एल बी फोर्स इज इक्वल टू 32.17 lbm into feet per second square, hence I can write in this way. So 100 yes, very good, 100 lbm into feet per second square को हमें कन्वर्ट करना है lb फोर्स में. तो I can write here 1 lb force is equal to 32.174 lb mass into feet upon second square. ये पूरा टर्म कैंसिल, यस नो, क्या बचा, ओनली lb फोर्स. इट मीन्स 100 अपॉन 32.174 इज द lb फोर्स इज आंसर, यस नो. तो व्हाट यू डिड हियर, यू एक्चुअली डिवाइड बाय कन्वर्जन फैक्टर, यस नो. तो डायरेक्टली व्हाट आई कैन डू हियर इन टेक्स्ट बुक दे डायरेक्टली राइट m into g upon gc, है ना. if you put the mass into lb mass, g into feet per second square and divide by gc 32.174, then directly you will get answer into the pound force. How many of you got this point? So here what you did actually, you just convert the lbm into feet upon second square into lb force by dividing with gc, and same directly m into g upon gc. So if you put the gc equal to 32.174 and put mass into lb mass and g into feet per second square, you will directly get answer into lb force, yes or no. Because the unit of force in FPS system is pound force, है ना. Is this clear? Now just I am giving you a question, please solve this. What is the force what is a force of 2 kg into meter per second square equivalent in newtons? Anyone? That question is there. What is the force if you have force of 2 kg into meter per second square, then how much newton is there? Are you getting the question? What is the force of 2 kg meter per second square equivalent to in newton? It's very simple, yaar. It's 2 Newton. Excellent. I'm very happy. Yeah, great. 2 Newton is, yeah. Yes. So since run. Yeah, very good. Since 1 Newton is equal to 1 kg into meter per second square, that's why they are equivalent. Now, second question is, what is the force of what is a force of 2 lb mass into feet per second square equivalent to in lb force? Very good. It means since 1 lbf is equal to 32.174 lb mass into feet per second square. So from here 1 lb mass into feet per second square is equal to 1 upon 32.174 lbf. Then 2 lb mass into feet per second square is equal to 2 upon 32.174 lbf. This is your answer, yes or no? Please check. Otherwise you can go for the very basic method. The basic method is that 2 lb mass into feet per second square, I have to convert into lbf. Since 1 lb, why lbf is above? Because we have to find the lbf. Lbf is equal to 32.174 lbm into feet per second square. They are cancelled, and this is 2 upon 32.174 lbf. Clear to everyone? So this is what about the conversion of force. Now come to the pressure. Very important. Are you ready? Now as you know, the pressure is what? Force upon area, है ना? So in SI and MK system, the unit of pressure is, so pressure P equal to F upon A, and the unit of force in MKS or SI system is Newton and meter square. Am I right? And this is also called as Pascal. So you can say 1 Newton per meter square is equal to 1 Pascal. Clear? So always remember, Pascal is the unit of pressure in MKS or SI system. है ना? Clear? And Pascal is the derived unit. And Newton per meter square is equal to Pascal. So Pascal is the unit of pressure in MKS or SI system. Okay, clear? And another unit of pressure is another units of pressure are atmosphere, bar, and dyne per centimeter square. Newton per meter square is the unit of pressure in MKS, which is 1 Pascal, and dyne per centimeter square is the unit of force की unit dyne कब होगी? CGS में area is centimeter square in CGS. This is the in CGS system, है ना? And also PSI. You know PSI? What is PSI? P for pound force. Pound force per square inch. S means square, I for inch. P is per is silent. Pound force per square inch. PSI. Not pounds, it's pound force. Santosh. Not pound. Pound is the unit of mass. We should say pound force. Or you can say LB force per inch square. Clear? This is PSI. And you know, in vehicles we used to inflate the tire. How much pressure we should maintain in the tire? Approximate how much pressure we should maintain the tire, how much point we should maintain in the tire. Girls, they used to drive the scooties, cars. Please tell me. Yes, it's very good. It's 35 to 40 psi. The points 35 and 40, they are the psi, and psi means pound force per inch square. Okay, it means in the unit square inch of area, the 35 to 40 pound force is applying. That's what is called as pressure. Pressure means force per unit area, how much force is going to apply. And they are absolute or gauge. They are gauge pressures. Every devices are measuring the gauge pressures. What is gauge pressure? That I will discuss in the next lecture. So all the points that is given, they are psi in psi. Clear? So what is the relationship between that? Listen, 1 atmosphere is equal to 101.325 kilopascal or 101.325 Pascal. Clear? Bolo. or you can say 1.01325 into 10 power 5 Pascal. Everything is same. एक ही चीज़ तो है. Okay, clear. Now, and 1 bar is equal to 10 power 5 Pascal. If 1 bar is 10 power 5 Pascal, so can I write this as a 1 atm? This is equal to 1 bar. Yes or no? So 1.01325 bar, or you can say approximately it's 1 bar. So 1 atm can be approximately written as 1 bar. Yes or no? बोलो. बोलो. संतोष, हिमांशु. ओके, मैं यहाँ पे लिख देता हूँ. सेम थिंग हियर. 1 atm is equal to 1.01325 bar. I can write as a approximately as a 1 bar. क्योंकि 1 bar is equal to 10 Pascal, तो I can replace this 10 Pascal as a 1 bar. So this is 1.01325 bar. Okay. Now, okay, can you convert? This is just a question I'm going to provide you. In 1 atm, how much psi? First of all, you must know what is psi. Psi is what? Pound force per inch square. Yes or no? Is this correct? How I am writing here, please listen. I can derive it in very simple. Here what I am going to write, 1 atm. So I know in 1 atm how much Pascal is there. In 1 atm it's 101 point, or you can say 1.01325 into 10 के power 5 Pascal. Pascal means Newton per meter square. Yes or no? Newton पर मीटर स्क्वायर नीचे लिख दिया मैंने. एटीएम से एटीएम कैंसिल. इज दिस क्लियर? यस नो. I have to convert the Newton into LBF and meter square into inch square. That's it. Yes or no? Santosh or anyone? It's very simple method. as 1 atm I have to convert into lbf per inch square. The first of all I know the 1 atm equal to 1.1 atm is equal to 1.01325 into 10 power 5 pascal. Pascal means newton per meter square. In 1 newton, now do you know a relationship between newton and lbf? Do you know any relationship I have told you? Please open the notes about the force. Have I told you any relationship between the newton and lv force? What is this? I think I told you 1 lb force equal to 4.44. Yeah, very good. या तो एल बी फोर्स शुड बी वैस, तो एल बी फोर्स ऊपर के नीचे, न्यूटन चूंकि हमें कैंसिल करना है तो 1 एल बी फोर्स इज इक्वल टू 4.448 न्यूटन. न्यूटन से न्यूटन कैंसिल, एक फोर्स में आ गया. नाउ आई हैव टू कन्वर्ट द मीटर स्क्वायर इंटू इंच स्क्वायर. आई हैव टू कन्वर्ट द मीटर स्क्वायर इंटू इंच स्क्वायर, है ना. इति clear. Now I know a relationship between the inch and meter, है ना. Although I don't know that relationship. हाँ. Now what I, please you can do yourself. Now although I don't know the that relationship, but still I can convert meter square, na. So first of all I will convert into feet, and then in 1 feet there is 12 inch. So in 1 meter, in 1 feet there is a meter square, na. Huh. You know, since in 1 feet there is a 0.3048 meter, am I right? So what I should write here, since a square is there, so 1 feet square 0.3048 square into meter square, am I right? Meter square cancel. Now I can convert the feet into inch. Since in 1 feet is equal to 12 inch, तो 12 का square into inch का square, feet square cancel. If you see, the whole results 1.01325 into 10 power 5 into 0.3048 का square upon 4.448 into 12 pi square, and the unit is only left is lb force, and here is inch square. Anyone? Santosh, I can also go through this. Can you solve for this? Is there any problem in that conversion? You can think yourself. It's very simple conversion. Yes, it means in 1 atm there is a 14.69 lb force per inch square. Clear? किसी कोई प्रॉब्लम? शुड आई रिपीट अगेन? एनीवन? It's my humble request. If you are not getting, please ask me. I will repeat it again. संतोष साहू, मोहित, प्रीति. Why I have taken a square here? Why I have considered a square here, also a square? Do you know the reason? Iti. नहीं, because square is there ना. In 1 feet there is a 0.3048 meter, but वहाँ पे feet का square है ना. Now why square is there? That's what I am asking. Because here feet square is there, and I know कि 1 feet equal to 0.3048 meter. तो स्क्वायर करना है तो इधर भी स्क्वायर एंड इधर भी स्क्वायर. इज दिस क्लियर? या वेरी गुड. तो आई थिंक टुडे आपने कुछ अच्छा, कुछ नई चीज़ आपको शायद जानकारी मिली होगी. हालांकि मैंने अभी बेसिक से स्टार्ट किया और आज बेसिक ख़त्म हो गया, क्योंकि कन्वर्जन बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट है. हमें दो चीज़ें ध्यान है. अभी मैं दो चीज़ें और बताऊंगा कि एनर्जी एंड पावर, है ना. तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, अप टू टिल पॉइंट वी मस्ट नो द न्यूटन एंड पास्कल. न्यूटन इज द यूनिट ऑफ फोर्स इन एमके सिस्टम और एसआई सिस्टम, एंड पास्कल इज द यूनिट ऑफ प्रेशर इन द एसआई और एमके सिस्टम. कुछ सही लगा? मैं बहुत बेसिक से स्टार्ट किया हूँ. और प्लीज़ ये कन्वर्जन आप at the end of, or although I can take the I can take at the end of each week, है ना. कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, कभी भी ले सकते हैं, बट अभी आप समझिए थोड़ा सा, है ना. ठीक है. कल हम डिटेल में बात करेंगे प्रेशर, टेम्परेचर, कंपोजिशंस के बारे में और इनके कन्वर्जन्स. ठीक है. प्रेशर कितने टाइप्स के होते हैं? एब्सोल्यूट प्रेशर, एटमॉस्फेरिक प्रेशर, गेज प्रेशर. क्योंकि ये सब चीज़ें फंडामेंटल्स हैं जो हमें पता होना चाहिए. मैडम ये तो बता पाना थोड़ा सा मुश्किल है, कब तक होगा, क्योंकि फर्स्ट सब्जेक्ट है. थोड़ा सा मैं स्लोली स्टार्ट करूँगा, आराम से पढ़ाऊँगा. पहले सब्जेक्ट में थोड़ा सा टाइम लगता है. नॉट 10 लेक्चर, नो नो नो. I can complete 10 lecture if you want, but I think I will take time because it's also energy balance. Now LBF and LB mass into feet per second is so not same, because the definition, because actually every system has its own definition. Mr. Praveen, what I'm saying to you, Praveen, what? Okay, yeah, obviously I have not told you anything special. I just told you ki if you have any doubt regarding this lecture, you can ask me. And what I'm saying, as Mr. Abhishek Joshi has asked, ki why LBF and LB mass into feet per second square are not same, because every system has its own definition. And definition of LV force, I told you, it's a product of one LB mass and the acceleration due to gravity at the sea level at 45-degree latitude, which is equal to 32.174 feet per second square. This is what the definition of American system, or you can say FPS system, has been given for the LV force. Mohit, it is not possible at 5:30. We'll discuss about your problem. Mr. Praveen, today you got the lectures? Are you getting the points that I told discuss here? Others, actually, as you told ki 10 lecture, I guess, but 10 lecture, in 10 lecture I can complete, but I will not complete in 10 lecture, if you allow me, because I would like to clear the each and every topics in very clear way. I should escape this topic of unit and unit conversion, but today I describe it, है ना? Similarly, in energy balance, when I will start energy balance, I will discuss what is enthalpy, what is CP, and all in very detailed way, so that its fundamentals will be get clear, and it will be very easier in the upcoming lectures. And I told you, since it's the first subjects we are starting here, that's why I will take some time to complete this. But I think I will take around 15 lectures. Within 15 lectures, I would like to complete it. Okay, 15 to 17. Yeah, first we will complete the process calculation, then we will start the next subject. Okay, so slowly we will increase the time duration, and I will give you the assignments as we complete one topic, है ना? So we should start steadily and progressively. Yeah, obviously, yeah, I will always I always used to teach from the very basics, है ना? So that each and every concepts can be clear. So please, whatever the topics I told you, whatever the points that you have written in notes, try to revise and try to visualize this. Don't try to remember, try to understand. I told you very basic things, है ना, कि 1 feet 12 inch in 1 inch 2.54 centimeters. It's just a simple measurements. And what is a Newton, what is a Pascals, है ना? Similarly, I will discuss in the next lecture Joule. Joule is also the unit of work in the SI system. Okay, similarly what is the unit of power in SI system? So Joule, watt, the most frequent terms which frequently encounter in your chemical engineering is what? The Pascal, Newton, watt, and Joule. Okay, Joule, watt, Pascal, and Newton, these all are the units in SI system. Joule is the unit of work in SI system or MK system, you can say. power is the unit of, or you can say what is the unit of power in SI or MK system. Similarly, Newton is the unit of force, and the Pascal is the unit of pressure in the SI system. But if we used to write kilopascal, है ना, kilojoule, kilowatt, they are not the unit of respective terms in SI. In SI, you have to convert the kilojoule into joule, kilowatt into watt. Okay, kilopascal into pascal. Clear? Sir, are you not writing these things? Sir, I think notes should be from your own. You are Sudhanshu Sekhar. Whatever I am writing here, you should write on your notes. Okay? If you make your own notes, that will be very beneficial. Okay, thank you so much. Good night. If you have any problem regarding time, you can ask to management. Thank you so much. Good night. And I have given you my personal number. If you have any doubt regarding the lectures, you can call me by tomorrow between the 10 to 5.